Alright, so before this video even gets started, I want to go and tell you guys these are 6 legit ways that any small creator can go essentially apply these tactics and increase like your monthly income beyond just adding ads onto your video. So if this sounds interesting to you, or you're just curious about how smaller creators can go ahead and increase their income, just go down below, smash that like button. Without further ado, let me get this video started. It's more Chris Lee, aka CEasy. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the lifestyle, man. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, I will be explaining to you guys 6 different ways to make money on YouTube as a small YouTuber. Essentially, the main reason why I'm going out and I'm making this video is because I know that I have a good amount of people who watch me who already have channels or who are thinking about making channels. I'm just very curious about like how the process works. Can you actually make money on this? Is it just ad revenue? And it's a whole bunch of stuff. And as you guys know, on my channel I talk about business and fashion, and whenever it comes to YouTube, in my opinion, I treat it like a business, but it's a very, very fun business and I enjoy it a lot. So essentially, of these 6 tactics, I'm gonna be real with you guys, I have attempted about half of them, but at this moment, I'm really only doing like 1, planning on having like 2 or 3, unfortunately. But you know, I feel like a lot of creators that stumble across this video, you guys can go ahead and apply these tactics. And even for some of you guys who may have channels who are not yet monetized, you can still go ahead and apply these tactics and start an income on the side. So without further ado, I'm gonna switch up the angle. I'm gonna get into this conversation. Alright, so as you guys can see, I got a different scenery for the channel. You can see a peep the desk, got a few things to the side and whatnot. But without further ado, we're going to get straight into this video. So the very first thing, or the very first way for you guys to go ahead and make money on YouTube is through the way that we all know, which is through ad revenue. So essentially, if you want to be able to start making money through YouTube, you have to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. After that, you go to a review process. They're going to see like if your channel meets their guidelines, and if it does meet the guidelines, shortly after that, you will be able to enable ads into your videos. And the way that it works, if you upload a video that is over 10 minutes, you can essentially add however many ads you want to. I know y'all see a lot of content creators, they'll probably add, I guess, 1 ad roughly every 3 to 4 minutes, give or take. It really just depends on the creator. But in reality, they could essentially add an ad every single minute, every 30 seconds if they wanted to. But of course, you're going to stay away from that because you kind of want people to be able to watch your videos and not just be hit with an ad every single second. So that is the very first way that you guys can make money on YouTube, the way that everybody already knows. And now we're going to move on to the second way. So the second way for you to make money on YouTube is through affiliate marketing. So essentially what this is, if you see people with various links in their bio or like in the description of their videos, it can be the most common one is Amazon affiliate links. Basically, the way that Amazon links work, and before I even go ahead and describe or explain how it is, I attempted to do this when I had like 200 to 300 subscribers, because I was doing a lot of different videos, and I did a few hair videos, like how to get curly hair routines. So I would link various products or the equipment I would use to make my videos. And I'm not gonna lie, like my first few months, it wasn't really profitable for me. I ended up getting cut because I wasn't really meeting anything. But essentially the way it works is that you will have your affiliate links for a product or whatever. People can tap it whether they purchase that item or not. As long as they use your link, whatever they go ahead and purchase, you'll get a commission off of that. So essentially it's cool, and I know a lot of different content creators, this is actually like a legit income for them, and you can use it on various platforms or whatever. But if you have a decent enough audience, and if you review a lot of products, this can be a very, very good thing for you. And another way to do affiliate links is through magic links. I heard about it, I've seen a few content creators talk about it, but I'm not too in depth with it. I don't know too much about it, but one thing that I do know is that essentially you can find products from various places, you know what I mean? Like let's say you go to a clothing site. If I were to review this shirt, I can probably go ahead and find a link on Magic Link. If you guys like this, you can go ahead and purchase it that same exact way, and then at the end of the month, you'll essentially get some type of commission. So that's essentially how affiliate marketing works. It's a very it can be a very lucrative way to add an additional income to what you're currently making on YouTube. So that's a cool thing. Now we're gonna move right on into the third. Okay, so the third one is probably why I went ahead and clicked on this video, because I had to go ahead and throw it into the thumbnail, and that is essentially being able to make money through Patreon/Onlyfans. And I know it's very weird that I'm trying to like group these two together as if the assumptions about them are the same, but essentially the reason why I put both of these neck and neck is because the way the mechanics, or like the way that the platform works, is the same. Essentially, you provide some type of like exclusive content, okay? And the people that would like to view that content and whatnot, they'll pay a monthly subscription. Whereas for Patreon, you can literally go onto that specific person's Patreon and view how much that they're making per month based off how many people are, you know, subscribed to them or following them. Whereas for OnlyFans, it's kind of different. So essentially, I'm going to break up how I would say this can be beneficial for you guys. Okay, so for Patreon, I plan on making it in the future. I feel like it's a perfect way for people who kind of make the type of content that I'm making. I do make investing videos on my channel. So essentially, once my portfolio gets to around $10,000, I will be then making a Patreon, and essentially on there, I'll be notifying you guys exactly when I go ahead and buy stocks, sell stocks, what I'm planning on, you know, trying to take opportunity into dipping into. Like, I'll give an in-depth analysis of like why I'm trying to take this position and why I'm trying to double down or sell it or whatnot. On top of that, on my Patreon, I'll also allow people to see like my spreadsheet. Essentially, that's going to show each and every single stock that I own, in addition with the percentage that I own. So it'll be very exclusive, because in the future, I do kind of want to start like an investing live series. So like every single Tuesday, the day after, I'm going to essentially be investing either like $100 or $200 each and every single week into the market. I'm basically going to be making a video and posting that. So essentially, the people who are on my Patreon, they'll actually get the alerts and everything, if in case you want to like just know whenever I'm purchasing a stock, while I'm purchasing a stock, if you even want to just kind of mimic my portfolio. Whereas for OnlyFans, the perfect example that I could come up with that is not with like the stigma that is tied to it is, if y'all know anyone, his name is DDG. Essentially, he is using OnlyFans to educate people on, I guess, how to become successful on YouTube. But I feel like in this way, it's just like if you have some type of additional thing that you want to provide to where you don't want to do, to where you don't want to use Patreon, you can easily do the same exact stuff on OnlyFans. So essentially, that's why I'm including it. Both of these two platforms allow you to do things like that. It's just more content for you viewers. Okay, so now that we got all that out the way, now we're gonna move on to the fourth thing on this list, and that is brand deals. So essentially, I'm not too familiar with this yet, just because of the fact that, like, I guess my channel is not big enough yet, or my content doesn't grasp a lot of brands to come and work with me. But essentially, I guess once you hit a certain size, you'll have various companies or whatever come in contact with you, asking to promote a certain type of product that they may have, and in return, they'll pay you X amount based off how many like subscribers you have or whatever, or just whatever your reach is. So for me, I'm not 100% fully familiar with this one. This one is hit or miss for smaller content creators, just because of the fact that we do have smaller bases. So it's just like, even the amount that we would be able to gain from this is kind of questionable. Might be an extra couple hundred. I'm not too sure, because like I said, I have not received it. But if any of you guys that are watching this video who have a YouTube channel have been in contact with like have received brand deals, go ahead and maybe comment down below kind of like your experience with it and how that went. But this could be a lucrative way, especially as you grow on the platform. But without further ado, let's go and move on to the fifth thing. And that one is actually a very creative one, and that one is merch. So like for someone like me, a fashion channel, I kind of want to go about this in a different way. I don't want it to just be merch. I kind of want it to be more of like a fashion exclusive line based thing. Kind of like same status with like some of these like bigger brands that I'd be reviewing. I kind of want to implement that same type of like technique, like the exclusivity, the uniqueness with the designs. I don't want it to just be like, to say like Chrysalia or like CEasy, you know what I mean? I kind of want to put a whole lot more thought into it and actually make it something unique. But essentially anyone can go ahead and set up some merch or merch line. You can come up with a cool little easy design, and people who like rock with what you do or support you, they can essentially just go ahead, click the link that will be in your bio of the video and purchase the link. And if you set it up in a unique way, you might not even have to like have a manufacturer. It can literally be kind of like drop shipping. They order, whoever is manufacturing, doing all that stuff for you will go ahead and ship it out, so you will never have to see any of that. So that's something that literally doesn't matter how small you are, you can go ahead and do it. And I've seen so many different content creators go ahead and start making like their own type of merch. And for the last and final thing, this one is very, very unique, and it is geared towards the skill set that you have, and that one is selling services. So let's say that you're like a social media coach. So essentially you're very good at educating people on like, I guess, how to be successful on the internet or how to grow social media bases. Or let's say that you're a really, really good stock trader and you want to go ahead and sell your services to people. You can essentially set up like some type of link in your bio to where people can go ahead and sign up, and you could like start creating like, I guess, like FaceTime calls or Zoom calls to where you essentially go ahead and teach people these skill sets, and in return, after the session, they'll go ahead and pay you. And in a sense, it's kind of like tutoring. So it's just like you do what you gotta do, people will pay you for these classes, and each session or whatever that they attend or y'all have set up, they'll pay you for it. And you can price it depending on how, you know, skilled you are in the area and what you think that people will be willing to pay for your services. So essentially these are like 6 ways that small creators can actually successfully go about creating different sources of income, kind of apart from just the ad revenue. Okay, so I have 2 questions for you guys. The first thing is, are you applying any of these tactics? And if you're not, what tactics are you applying? And before this video ends, I need you guys to smash up that like button for this great advice. Also, if you're new to the channel, go down below and subscribe. I'm on my channel, I talk about business and fashion. I've been heavy on the fashion tip because I wanted to go ahead and get this little setup ready so that I can go ahead and sell these type of videos to where I can go ahead and just try to educate you guys on personal finance and business and everything of that nature. So again, if you like this video, make sure you smash up that like button. But anyways, it's your boy Chrysalia, aka CEasy, and I'm out.
I got a lot on my mind. 16 and O and that 29. 9. I got AK with the scores and 9. 9.